Okay. Hi, everybody. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can't see you, but we can hear you.
Okay. Okne is my name, and I'm computer science, and I finish in January. Yeah. So now, um, sorry. I do something here. I need please. Okay. And uh, this is the view of our special guest. The view is um. So Yusuf Abdullah, um, can you introduce yourself, please? Can you introduce? Uh,
Okay, thank you so much, Malkovich Adiayi, for the invitation, especially Mr. William Antonio Guzman Benel. Thank you so much. My name is Yusuf Abdul Hakim Ademola, and I am an AWS community builder in the first year. Also, I am an agriculture economist. I'm also a delegate at the United Nations Open Source Forum, and I'm also a delegate at the World Bank Group Youth Summit 2023 and 2025. Today, I'm going to be discussing and talking about Amazon SageMaker AI. So, permit me to share my screen.
please, you talk.
Can you share your screen, Yusuf?
Okay.
Just to confirm the information. Okay, now we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
So I'm going to be discussing about the SageMaker AI. Was new. As I've introduced earlier, my name is Abdulakim Yusuf, and I am an AWS community builder, the user group lead for your state. So this agenda, we're going to be discussing what SageMaker AI is all about, and how you can use SageMaker AI. Then what are the key features of SageMaker AI? And we are going to be having a closing remarks and question and answer. So I'm Yusuf Abdul Hakim. As I've explained earlier, I'm from Nigeria. This is my LinkedIn account if you want to connect with me, and this is my X account if you want to connect with me. So let's look at...
Yusuf, 1 second, please. Can you show in full screen mode so we can see your full screen? That one, exactly. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Thank you, much better.
Okay, so what is SageMaker AI? So what Amazon SageMaker AI is all about, it's most of us here who are data scientists and developers, when you are looking forward to prepare your data, you're preparing to build a machine learning model, and you want to train the machine learning model, deploy the machine learning model quickly by bringing together a broad set of capabilities purpose-built for machine learning. Your service to go is SageMaker AI. Definitely, Amazon SageMaker AI was announced. It was called before Amazon SageMaker. By December 3, 2024, it becomes Amazon SageMaker AI. These are some of the capabilities of Amazon SageMaker AI. We have under Amazon SageMaker, we have Amazon SageMaker AI, we have SageMaker Lakehouse, we have SQL Analytics, We have the SageMaker data processing, the SageMaker Unified Studio, and Amazon Bedrock. So let's look at this SageMaker architecture. When you're looking forward to train your data, so you have your data sets which you have ingested into your SageMaker. You look at the you have to monitor, look at the quality of the data that you are working with. Look at the baseline of that data. So that data is currently stored in the S3 bucket, where you have your data to be ingested. Then from there, you can have the data drift monitoring by monitoring how the data is going to be ingested. From there, you have the SageMaker, which helps you to train and build that model. So from that data model, the data drift monitoring, then you can now have access to the CloudWatch. So what the CloudWatch is used for is to let you know how how you have been using the service. Is going to be watching how more is going to tell you more and how often you have been using that service, so that the credits, the Amazon AWS credit that you are using, is going to be monitored by the CloudWatch, and you'll be able to manage and use the credits wise. Then you are going to be getting notification on how frequently you are using the service. So after this, you are going to get statistics from the S3 bucket. So the statistics tells you how the data you have, the service that you're using, the model, and the training of the model that you're using, the building of that model. Then you can get your results. From there, you can now look at the drift evaluation by updates your training data. You get the update, how your data has been trained. You can now look at the results. Then you can retrain your model. Then you can now evaluate the changes in model parameters. So if there is a model bias detection, you'll be able to get notified and you'll be able to know. And if there's any feature explanation that you want to feature out, you can do that. So when you're working or using Amazon SageMaker AI, this is an overview of how machine learning workload is being used in SageMaker AI. The first is you fetch your data. Fetching your data either from Microsoft Excel, or you can fetch your data from S3 buckets. You can also fetch your data from online. You can fetch your data from SQL, MySQL database. Fetching your data, either your data that you're working with is a table data, a tabular data, a data that's in tabular form, which is SQL related data that you can use SQL to generate the kind of data that you want to generate and the kind of data that you want to work on. And then from that data, you can now clean that data, remove the excesses that you want to remove, or you look at the features that are not needed in that data. Then you prepare the data to be ingested, to be trained. Then you cannot train the model. After training the model, you cannot predict that model, then deploy the model, deploy the model to production. So after you have deployed the model for production, then you can now get your prediction. Then you can now get your results if you need to retrain the model. So if you are working SageMaker pipeline, after you've gotten the data, you train your data, you evaluate the data, then you can get the data registered, which this is a form of the automated model build workflow. Then the operational phase is after you've gotten the data, you've trained in data, you've evaluated it, it has been registered, then you can now retrain that workflows if you're not satisfied. Then there's a SageMaker model registry for you to register the model. Then you can configure the model and get the metadata of that data that you're working with, and helps you to manage that metadata also. Then you can now get the approval of the workflow by deploying the model pipeline through the operational phase. Looking back at the reInvent 2024, on the Amazon SageMaker AI, we have the Hyperpod recipes. We have it was announced, we have the Hyperpod in studio. We have the Amazon SageMaker partner AI apps and the Q developer. You can now have it in Canvas. There's Amazon Augmented AI, there's SageMaker Autopilot, and Auto Machine Learning Step, also batch transform. You also have the SageMaker Clarify. We have the Data Wrangler. We have the Data Wrangler data preparation widget. We have the SageMaker Debugger. We have the SageMaker Machine Learning Lineage Tracking. We have the SageMaker Model Cards, the Model Dashboard, Model Monitor, and Studio Notebooks. So, Unified Studio Enhancements brings together the functionality and tools from existing AWS Analytics and machine learning services, including Amazon EMR, AWS Glue, Amazon Athena, Amazon Redshift, Amazon Bedrock, and Amazon SageMaker AI. Quickly, let's watch this video. We have the demo here, which you can have access to. Sorry. Okay, let's quickly go to this link. So, working with the SageMaker Unified Studio, you sign in with your SSO. After signing with your SSO, you can sign with your AWS IAM. Okay. So you want to create a project with Amazon SageMaker. Sorry, still loading. So from the Amazon, after you have logged into this your AWS account, you can create a project. So you give your project a name. After giving it a name, you give it a description, the profile, then the data that you want to consume. So that is how you can create a project on Amazon SageMaker. Now let's look at how you can access data in your lakehouse. So you look at this, you select a project to access data in your lakehouse. After you have accessed it, you go to the project overview. You can now open the data panel. Then you choose a data source that you want. So after that, maybe you want to get data from Amazon document database. The data that you're working with is a document data. So there are other several sources too. If you are working with the DynamoDB, the Amazon Redshift, maybe your data is stored in the Redshift or MySQL or Microsoft SQL Server or Google BigQuery. or Oracle, or PostgreSQL, or Snowflake. All these are supported by Microsoft AWS SageMaker AI. So let's look at how you can generate AI playground. So you open the generative AI playground here from your Amazon SageMaker. Then if you want to create a project, you can create a project. So if you want to share your generative AI asset, this is where you're going to share it. You just click on it. So if you want to create a notebook, there's a space here which you can use to create your notebook. And when you want to train your model, after you've created your notebook, you want to train your model, you look at, click on this drop down. After clicking on it, you can choose either Meta or you are using a Hugging Face, whichever one that you want to use. Then if you're working with Meta Llama 3.21b, if you're using that kind of model, just click on and train the model. Then you train the data set that you are working with, you enter it. So you can continue setting your parameter, then you select. Then you cannot submit. Then your model has successfully been trained. Then if you want to deploy a model, you can view and deploy model layer. You click on it. After you click on it, choose the Meta Llama, the model that you want to use. You choose it. Then you deploy. Then you cannot accept the agreement to the license. Then you click on the deploy. Here we go. You deploy it. Here we go. You have successfully deployed your AI model to production. So because of time, so I think let's move forward. So this is the link if you want to learn more about how you can use Amazon SageMaker. So if you want to improve your training with Amazon Unified Studio, there's SQL and analytics, which you can use Amazon Redshift. Then you process the data with the AWS Glue, Athena, and EMR. Then you can develop your model with Amazon SageMaker AI. Amazon Bedrock is very good for you for when you are generating AI app development. But if you are looking up to stream, there is Amazon MSK and Amazon Kinesis and QuickSight for business intelligence and Amazon Open Search Service, which probably in the upcoming the event 2025, I believe everyone has registered for the event. If you have not, I encourage you to apply for the All Builder grant. And I think it was announced recently in the user group. Those who are user group leads can also apply for user group lead grants. I think it was announced recently by Mario Encina, the AWS user group lead program manager. So let's look at Amazon SageMaker Lakehouse. So I'm very sorry. I have a little battery. My laptop with some. So this is a demo for. I think we discussed this. So let's look at the SageMaker Lakehouse. So this is the demo. So you can click on the link. click on this link for demo. So let's look at the Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler. What Data Wrangler is used for is it helps to Data Wrangler, it helps to reduces data preparation time for tabular, image, and text data from weeks to minutes. So Amazon SageMaker's Data Wrangler is a faster visual way to aggregate and prepare data for machine learning. In fact, when you're using Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler, it helps you to select and query data from a variety of data sources, such as the Amazon S3 buckets, your Athena, the Amazon EMR, Amazon Redshift, Snowflake, Databricks, and 50 plus other third-party sources where you have stored your data. Then you cannot clean your data with the Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler. It helps you to cleanse and explore data. It helps perform feature engineering with built-in data transforms and detect statistical bias with SageMaker Clarify. Then you can also visualize your data. Then after visualizing your data, you can use a sample data set to quickly estimate model performance and accuracy and diagnose potential issues. Then you can now operationalize, launch SageMaker processing jobs or SageMaker autopilot experiments, deploy the SageMaker Data Wrangler flow to SageMaker endpoint, or you can export it as a notebook. These are the key features of Data Wrangler. So Data Wrangler, the key features of Data Wrangler is it has low-code data preparation. That is, you can prepare your tabular, text, image, and time series data using a visual interface or natural language commands. So there is over 300 built-in transformations. That is, when you want to encode or you want to vectorize your data or image augmentation. So Amazon SageMaker Data Wrangler connects to over 50 data sources. As those support, it also supports CSV file, Packword, and other formats. So you can build data preparation workflows to define and sequence transformation, combine data sets from multiple sources. Then it automatically generates data quality reports to detect, while you can have some missing values, duplicates, outliers, class imbalance, data leakage. So in terms of visualization, maybe you want to use your histogram to display your data, to visualize your data, or scatter plot, or feature importance, or correlations. So in terms of custom transformation, you can use PySpark, SQL, Pandas, or natural language to write custom transformations. They are built-in code snippets library for faster development. Some of the advanced featuring is quick modeling. So quick modeling estimates model performance and diagnose issues before deployment. So you can use natural language to explore and transform data. So when you're exporting, some of the options that you have, you can export your data from S3 buckets, SageMaker pipelines, SageMaker feature store, Python scripts for custom workflow. So you also have Amazon SageMaker Debugger. Debugger provides tool to debug training jobs and resolve such problems to improve the performance of your model. Debugger also offers tools to send alerts when training anomalies are found, take actions against the problem, and identify the root cause of them by visualizing collected metrics and tensor. So you capture your data from machine learning training jobs, either from TensorFlow, PyTorch, or using XGBoost or Apache MXNet. Then you cannot debug and profile data while training is ongoing. From there, you can detect training issues and performance bottleneck, which Amazon SageMaker Debugger will do that for you automatic. Then you can find the issues early then stop train, fix issues, and accelerate prototyping. So SageMaker Studio integration can also help you. SageMaker debugger can also help you receive alerts, view suggestions, and analyze using interactive visualization. So let's look at this demo now. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So let's look at the key features of debugger. As I've explained earlier, these are the key features. So the key feature of model board. So model board has a centralized model documentation. It also have it is used for monitoring of training jobs. You can automatically monitor model training to detect issues like maybe overfitting, vanishing gradients, saturated, the activation function, non-converging model. So some of the built-in debugging rules is it includes a library of pre-configured rules to identify common machine learning training problems and can trigger alerts and actions when rules are violated. So these are some of the custom rule creation. Users can define their own debugging rules using the debugger client library. So it supports TensorFlow Apache. So during AWS reInvent 2022, so AWS introduced new ML governance tools for Amazon SageMaker, which simplifies access control and enhances transparency over machine learning projects that you're working on. So one of the tools are available as part of the machine learning governance is the SageMaker model cards, which has the capability to create a single source of truth for model information by centralizing and standardizing documentation throughout the model lifecycle. So if you look at this architecture now with Amazon SageMaker, we have the data science teams who are working together. So the accounts that they are using, the SageMaker Studio and the cloud formation. Then look at the data accounts where they want to, the source of the data. It could be from S3 bucket, it could be from Lake, it could be from Redshift, it could be from Athena, it could be from Data Wrangler. So the service account for machine learning is we have the code pipeline, the model cart, the registry, and the model dashboard. So developer account, under the developer account, which is the SageMaker, that is being used by the data scientists. They can use it for the pre-processing of the data. Then they can train the data, evaluate the model and registration. Then SageMaker endpoint serving the model. Then they can now test it. Then monitor the data, and then S3 to store the data capture. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. So you can get some of the references here if you look forward to read more. So I'll be stopping here. If any other question?
Okay, thank you, Abu Yusuf. Is someone here have a question, and Yusuf can reply the answer.
if you have a question, you can. Okay, it's William Antonio. You can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Like, how can I say? Thank you so much, Yusuf, for sharing your knowledge with us. I think there are many things we can do and learn from SageMaker. I saw it a long time ago. You know that this is not a new service, but as you explained, it has new features. So I have a question. What is the hardest challenge you have solved with SageMaker?
Okay. Sorry, can you repeat that again?
Sure. What is the most difficult challenge you had with SageMaker? How did you solve the most difficult problem?
Okay. The most difficult is when you are trying to deploy your model. So you have to be very because Amazon SageMaker AI, what is going to help you while deploying your model. But why at that point you must understand the results of your data very well. So if you don't understand the results of the data after you have deployed the data, then you are going to have to pre-train the data again. So, and if that continues, because the first thing is to understand the data set that you're using, either the data set is a financial data, you must have a good understanding of that data and the parameters that you are working with.
Okay, and another question I have here. You mentioned generative AI. Oh, I think we lost Yusuf. 1 second. Hi, Yusuf. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Probably your laptop battery.
Yes. I just transferred to my phone now.
Okay, no, but we can hear you perfectly. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yusuf, one final question. You mentioned generative AI, right, in your presentation. Have you worked with generative AI like Bedrock along with SageMaker?
Yes.
What did you do? If you can explain us a little about that Bedrock project with SageMaker Studio.
Okay. While using the Bedrock, what I've used it for create Bedrock is when you are want to create an app with your data after you've deployed your model, then you can now use the Amazon queue, which is available on Amazon SageMaker AI to create the app that you want to use that data set for. Probably you are looking forward to predict something. If there will be, you are looking forward to predict the prices of some commodities, and after you've gotten the data sets, which with the company, maybe the company data set that you're using, then you can now, after you've deployed the data set, then you can now deploy data sets on the Amazon queue to create an app which is user friendly for users.
I love that part of friendly for users because most of people are still don't know, and I include myself, of how to start with generative AI from zero. So we can use Bedrock, Amazon Q, as you explained, and SageMaker Studio also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Yusuf. Like I say, I'm Okney. So we are community passionate about cloud technology, especially Amazon Web Services. Our mission is to bring together professionals, students, students, enthusiasts, and business to share best practices, training, and innovations in the cloud. Our goals is promote the adoption of AWS in Congo, Brazzaville, and share knowledge and experiences through workshop, meetup, and training session. So build strong network of cloud professionals and enthusiasts. Support the emergency of innovation project based on AWS. Okay, our activities organize technical technical meetups on the Google Meet session. So hands-on workshops and AWS certification training. So discussions on cloud trends and sharing real-world experiences, collaborative projects in cloud. So okay, uh, we believe we believe in the power of community. If you share our passion for AWS and want to learn, share or collaborate, join us. Together we can strong the cloud ecosystem in Congo, Brazzaville. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. I look forward to that.
Thank you. And thank you, Euros, also.
Uh,
Then,
okay, thank you very much.
thank you. Have a great rest of the weekend. God
Okay.
bless you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for asking.
Okay, thank you very much.